You know, not eating is pretty fucking easy. Yeah. As you've known from my previous video, I am embarking on a fasting journey that I've yet to conquer. I am doing a minimum of 84 hours of fasting. Today is day 1. It is almost 1 o'clock p.m. I'm about 15 hours fasted now, so so far it's just a normal fucking day. I don't really start getting into the more difficult territory till tomorrow. Some things I'm expecting to happen that I'm prepared for are less sleep required. Like, I'll wake up feeling the same energetic self that I always am in the morning. Could be some irritability. Some people have this irritability thing from time to time. I think it's environmental. Depends on if people fucking piss me off. If they piss me off, I'm probably a little bit easier to piss off when I'm not eating than I am when I'm eating. With day 1's the easy part, really. It's more of the psyching yourself up for the day 2 and day 3 that are going to be a pain in the balls. So my initial goal is a 3.5 day fast. I've strongly considered, depending on how things are at that 84th hour, extending it to a 5-day deal. During which I will try and keep you posted on how I feel and what it's like and what my body does, because your body's going to do different shit the longer you go. The longer you go, the more your body's going to clean itself, the more your body's going to heal things that are wrong with it, and the more toxins you're going to secrete from your system. You're going to, from what I've done through research through 30-day fasts, is your body's you're gonna still shit. You'll be shitting fairly every couple days, despite not putting anything but water in, which means you're clearing some shit out of your colon, your intestines, or whatever, and your body's dumping its crap into your fucking digestive system and also out of your pores. And you're supposed to, I expect, to experience some bad breath and maybe some BO out of the fucking deal. That's why they invented fucking Scope and goddamn fucking Axe, or some other body odor fixer-upper. And of course, nothing beats a good shower. But, so I'm expecting some of these issues to pop up, maybe not right away. I'm going to start testing my ketosis levels, just to see how deep I go and how quickly I get there. And it's variable. How quickly you burn through your glycogen is almost directly related to your physical activity. So if you're very active and you start a fast, you could get into ketosis a lot quicker by just doing some fucking exercise and depleting your glycogen in your muscles and in your liver. I'm not doing that. I'm doing normal activity, so probably I anticipate about 48 hours probably hitting full ketosis. And then that's just a matter of how long do I want to go? How much weight do I want to lose? How much muscle do I want to lose? Now, some of the studies I've seen from people that have fasted a whole bunch of unhealthy motherfuckers is there is an intermediate period between when you switch from burning glucose to burning ketones as a fuel source to where you go through gluconeo fucking genesis or some shit where you burn protein and convert it to glucose so that your brain can use more glucose. And during that time period, which seems to be at the anywhere between 72, 48, 72, depending on your physical activity, somewhere in that time range, for a little brief period of time, you're going to be burning your fucking muscle. One of the things you can do to try and prevent that, of course, is physical motherfucking activity. You know, do some push-ups, some sit-ups, you know, some fucking resistance training. I plan on maybe doing some of that at the 48-hour mark, you know, just to kind of keep my muscles good and be pumped. But, so I'm expecting some muscle loss out of the deal. No problem. I'll build it back. Believe me, I like eating. And I like, you know, I could eat some fucking protein. A lot of the stuff I've come across while researching fasting is there's a huge vegan community that believes heavily in it. So they believe that once you do this fast, thou shalt not eat fucking animal shit. Because that's where all the toxins are. It's all the heavy metals and all of the other bullshit that fucks you up. I'm not gonna be that extreme. As you guys know, I like junk. It's my failing, and I know it's bad for me. I know it's got drug-like effects, but I fucking like it. Sue me. I like some fucking shit. And I'm gonna eat some shit. Just not as much of it as the average person because I fast. So I'm experimenting now that I've pretty much conquered intermittent fasting. I've done it all. I've fasted daily, 20 hours plus, 24s. And, you know, I've come as far as I'm going to come. I've figured out that if I do 20 to 24 hour fasts, I can pretty much eat whatever the fuck I want, no matter how fucked up and stupid it is. And yes, occasionally feel like shit eating that. You know, you get tired, lethargic. Sometimes you even get a little, oh, you overdid it, dickhead. Maybe next time one last fucking cookie or Pop-Tart. And I'm finding that despite really, really terrible foods and processed foods that you eat, that if you fast 20 to 24 hours daily, and then you do your eating, and then you go back to the other thing, and you can even get away with sprinkling in a day of complete fucking off and not gain any weight. You're not going to lose any weight doing that, as I've demonstrated for the past 3 weeks, by pretty much not changing the way my pattern is. I eat like shit. I eat lots of shit, and then I fast for 20 to 24 hours, sometimes 18, sometimes 16. Most recently, I did a 14-hour. That's the lowest fasting time I've had since I started this thing. So that's basically what I've been doing, and now I'm experimenting with longer fasts. Because, yeah, I could probably use some house cleaning, getting some fucking toxins out, maybe expelling some shit off of some of the plaque off the inside of my fucking intestines that I build up by eating this crap that I do. But by no means am I doing it just to convert myself into a fucking veganator that'll not eat any goddamn fucking beef or processed foods or gluten. I'm not that guy. It's not me. It's never gonna be me. I won't be converted. You know, some people will think that I'll convert, you know. Some people think that I'll come through a longer fast and become this, you know, where all the really bland, shitty foods that I fucking am not real big fan of are suddenly going to start tasting like fucking Pop-Tarts and cheesecake. I don't see that happening. I'm sorry. You know, yeah, you're supposed to get some more taste sensitivity out of the longer fasts, but I don't see that happen. So anyways, this is day 1. I'm trying to do maybe 10 minutes per day so I don't have a hugely long fucking video for this. But so far, normal routine, not hungry at all right now at 15, 16 hours-ish, 9. Yeah, I'm just now getting into the 16 hours, I think. Yeah, shortly. And, no physical hunger whatsoever. Not even any cravings, really. I have my black coffee. I have water. That is one thing I'm doing different with this water fast than a lot of traditional water fasters. They go hardcore distilled water. I'm drinking bottled water, which probably has plastic or some bullshit in it, or who knows what in it. So, yeah, they're taking in a little toxin there. But I'm also going to be drinking black coffee. I don't think I can make it through without my caffeine. I don't want to go through caffeine withdrawal during this process. That'll just make it suck that much more. And I like the effects of coffee. I like the benefit of feeling full and the benefit of having energy that, granted, it could cause adrenal fatigue over time, but I've been drinking caffeine my whole life, and you know what? I'm fine. I'm good. So I can only get better. Hopefully I don't get worse. Don't think I'll get worse. If I get worse, I'll do something about it. I know how to do it. So, until tomorrow, where I really begin to get into that hardcore fucking pain in the ass area. Plus, I got some stuff to do that's very physical tonight that may deplete my glycogen a lot quicker than, say, just sitting on my ass in front of the computer. So, there's that. Like and subscribe. 21 hours fasted, and pretty much like clockwork, I'm experiencing physical hunger. Little burning sensation in the stomach, kind of an ache that says, hey, motherfucker, go eat. Drinking coffee, it helped for about a half hour, but now I've got the physical hunger going. Also, like clockwork, after 20 hours, I start pissing like a racehorse. Clearly pissing out more than I'm taking in water-wise, which means I'm losing water weight. And one of the things I heard that I saw in my research is that the first thing your body does is to eliminate extra salt, which means a lot of pissing. And also means you're going to be thirstier and quicker. So you got to keep the water flowing when that shit happens. Otherwise you'll get weak and fatigued. So, plenty of water at this stage. Other than that, fuck you, you bitch. Sorry, a little frustrated because I'm hungry. Worrying about my idol. Fuck you. Just the usual. I deal with this every day that I fast over 20 hours. Just gotta get through the next hour or so and it'll pass. Hopefully. And get back to continuing on this 84-hour journey into not eating. Question is, will I break the plateau? In theory, if I do break the plateau, it'll probably only get me back down to 194, 193. I don't know. If I dip down below 194, then I'd say I'm making progress. Shut up! Aww. On a side note, it has absolutely nothing to do with fasting. Trucking, they try and control us with our trucks by making them shut off after you've been idling too long. But it's frustrating. Anyways, I gotta start driving again. Well, it's 10:30 p.m. 25 hours fasted. Experienced a second hunger pang at the 24-hour mark, weirdly enough, and now it's gone. So I'm good to go. About to go to bed. I anticipate after about 6 hours of sleep I'll wake up and feel fine for the day. Should be able to get through the first half of the day with no hunger. We'll see how it is around the 36-hour mark. But overall, I was under stress today from work. And however, I was pretty steadfast. I didn't have severe cravings of any kind. It was probably just because I'm all enthusiastic about this fast, so I've pretty much made it so that I don't want to eat. So that's 2 hunger pangs today, and I think a large reason for that is the quality of the food that I eat is low. So the body's response is to be hungry a little more than had I, say, eaten clean prior to this fast. So we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. I think I'm going to make it, though. If the next 2 days go as smoothly as today went, should be fine. However, tomorrow doing some physical activity that may deplete my glycogen stores. Also, I tested my urine with some keto sticks just before I started recording this particular video. And at the 25-hour mark, I am just barely entering trace ketosis, which means there's a little bit of ketones floating around in my piss. So I'm still relying primarily on glucose to fuel my body, which means I'm running off my glycogen stores right now. Tomorrow, I anticipate, after all the physical activity and coupled with not eating, I anticipate being into medium to moderate ketosis. Moderate, I think, is as far as you can really go into ketosis, at least on the little test. So we'll see. All in all, day 1 down, 2.5 more days to go. Maybe longer, I don't know. Maybe I'll feel like, oh yeah, grr, and go through the weekend, make it a 5-day fast. Who knows? Could happen. In which case, I would eat 9 o'clock on Saturday night, would be 5 days. 46 hours fasted. And hit a few issues. First thing, slept about 6 hours last night. And had to wake up twice to piss. And then a third time to shit. Yep. Nothing in, but a bunch of shit came out. And that was only, I wasn't even to the 36-hour mark yet. So it must have been something I ate or something. I don't know. But I've shit like 3 times today. So I'm apparently purging my system. I was in light to small ketosis. There's like a bunch of stages. It goes trace, small, moderate, strong, and you're gonna fucking die. Those are the levels. And I was only at trace when I first woke up. Then I went up to small for a little while, and then for some reason I drank black coffee, and I went in and tested it again and was back down to trace. So I am still probably functioning. I haven't checked it in the past few hours. This was probably at the 30-ish, 32, 33-hour mark. So I haven't checked it yet. I am now officially down to getting down to the wire on 48 hours. Once I pass 48 hours, I'll be in a entirely new fasting territory for me. So the sleep issue I knew was coming. I knew I was only going to sleep 6 or 7 hours. So I slept about 6 hours total if you take away the time I got up. Then I had plenty of energy. I haven't had any cravings today, which is odd because on my normal fasting routine, I tend to get cravings around the, it's like my brain knows that it's almost time to eat, and it's like, oh, you need to eat some Pop-Tarts and some fucking cookies and some fucking this and that and the other. So far, no cravings. I've had 3 hunger pangs. I'm in the middle of one right now. hunger lasted, it was the burning, nauseous type of hunger, lasted probably about 20 to 30 minutes each time, and then passed. And then I wasn't hungry anymore. So then I went about to moving heavy things up a large flight of stairs, and gotta say, I got a little lightheaded after I did that. And that was, you know, some serious, intense, heavy lifting, sweating, you know, the works. It was a good physical fucking workout for probably about a good 45 minutes of just strenuous carrying, lifting, moving, climbing upstairs, moving shit around, and I had to sit down for a little bit after that and recover. The way I did that is I chugged the water, I sat for a little while, and everything got good again. Now I'm feeling kind of low energy because of all of that. I've pretty much felt kind of low energy since then, so I don't know if I'll bounce back. Still plan on doing the entire fast, which means all of tomorrow, go to bed, wake up, then I could start eating again, which is 84 hours of fasting. Why 84 hours? Why not just 72 and call it a day? Because my 72 hours is up at 9 o'clock. Why not squeeze off an extra 12 hours of being in ketosis and burning fat while I sleep, and then get up and recover from my fast, break my fast. And so I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do to break this fast, but I am pretty much almost 2/3 of the way through it. Well, no, about half, almost halfway through it. I don't know, that's a lot of fucking math. But overall, I'm feeling alright. I think I'm going to make it. We'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to probably be the bitch of the bunch, I think. 72 hours. My body's going to be doing weird things. Oh, speaking of weird body issues, had the bad breath thing. My girlfriend was nice enough to tell me my breath smelled like someone's asshole this morning. And I wasn't tossing any salads, so needless to say, it probably means I'm starting to expel some toxins. Also had a little BO, too. Nothing that some mouthwash and some showering didn't cure, but she said it was noticeable. More so than on an average day when you get fucked up and you're sweaty or something. So, yeah, I had a little bit of autophagy going on there, in which I am eliminating some toxins out of my system. Also been pissing like a motherfucker. That's the thing with fasting. When you get to a water fast, you're gonna have to pee more than you can fucking imagine, and it's gonna be annoying. The shitting, I haven't sharted. I've heard you can shart when you do longer fasts, so I've been kind of careful. If it felt like a little bit more than a fart, I went into the bathroom and took care of it, and it ended up being shit. So it was a good call on my part. But there's been a couple times where I let one rip and, no problem. Are you grossed out yet? Aren't you glad you're watching my fucking channel? Anyways, so that's so far approaching the 48. I'll do another update when I go to bed tonight, just to let you know if anything changed and to announce my 48 hours of fasting. I realize this is a drop in a bucket. They got motherfuckers on here doing straight up fucking 30-day fasts and shit. Not me. Not this guy, not yet. Maybe someday. But we'll see how this goes. And if it works out really good, depending on my results for as far as weight loss goes. By the way, I weighed in at 195.5 this morning, which is pretty much the same ballpark I've been in for 3 weeks. I go up to 198 sometimes, or even 199 at one point at the end of the day, and then it drops back down to 195. But we all know when you do a 36-hour fast, you pretty much lose all your water weight. That's what all the pissing's about. But getting into the 48-hour mark, I honestly couldn't tell you, because I think the last time I just broke my fast and didn't even bother weighing in. So we'll see what I weigh tomorrow morning when I get up. Morning.
I need light.
I don't need light. I look like shit anyway. My production assistant. Anyways, it is now 50 hours of fasting. I am in moderate to large ketosis. It's actually darker than the moderate marker. I'm not to the I'm gonna fucking die level, and I probably won't ever get to that level. But I'm burning fat like it's my job. I just had an end-of-day weight of 193.1, and I'm primed for the final day of this experiment. My legs are sore, and they're probably going to remain sore until I'm done with this thing. I think I did too much physical activity and springboarded my fat ass into ketosis. And when I actually switched over to from trace all the way to moderate to large, I felt kind of I don't know, I was still mentally alert, but my physical body was dragging a bit. Yeah, I needed to kind of sit down, relax, and I lost that hardcore energy. And it's largely due to the fact that I eat a bunch of junk, and when you eat a bunch of junk and you switch into ketosis, your body doesn't like it. It's not fun. Not fun. But it gets results. So, long-term fasts suck, and will continue to suck. But if you can survive it, then you come out with better health, you lose some weight, your body gets rid of some toxins, and you break a plateau that's lasted 3 weeks. I'm now at 51 pounds lost. It's the lowest weight I've been since I did this. Now, granted, the weight I lost today was, the majority of it was water weight, but on average you can expect to lose about a pound a day when you fast, according to one of them fucking expert doctors that fasts motherfuckers for a living. So that's the end of day 2, 50 hours, well over halfway to my goal of 84 hours. I'm experiencing real hunger right now. My stomach burning, nauseous a little bit feeling that you get when you're physically hungry. And I know that'll pass. I anticipate not sleeping well. Probably gonna have to get up to piss. But other than that, I recommend definitely staying hydrated, more so than you would on a normal 20 to 24 hour fasting schedule, because your body is using the water to do its thing. It's using it to clean out your system, and if you stop, you start getting cottonmouth pretty quick. You start missing the water. You can definitely feel the dehydration come on a little quicker when you're like this. Now, I could be wrong about all this. This is just my interpretation of my symptoms while doing this. Everybody's different. Depends on your diet, depends on your exercise routine, depends on your physical fitness, your lean mass, how much fat you have. So I don't advise anybody to do this without really knowing all of those factors and having done intermittent fasting for a while. But I'm doing it, so fuck yeah. 65 hours, down to 192.2 pounds. making my total fasting weight loss approximately 52.2 pounds. And I feel okay. I've been going through these little cycles of kind of feeling a little low energy, and then it comes back up, and then it goes down, and it comes back up. All same thing with the hunger. I've had 3 hunger pangs-ish so far, and I'm starting to get a little bit of craving going. You know, my brain's definitely on fire and ready to eat at the 65-hour mark, but I'm still holding out, still keeping strong. Also of note, been in strong ketosis this whole time. That means I got a lot of ketones in my piss. So, good. My body's eating my fat. Also, should be noted, there's some more autophagy or autophagy, however, depending, you know, on if you say tomato or motherfucking tomato. So there's some of that going on because I just went over to give my girlfriend a nice big smooch in the, you know, on her mouth, and she smelled my breath and said it smelled like a dumpster at Taco Bell after a homeless man takes a shit in it while looking for rotten tacos. Well, she didn't say it like that, but that's probably what she meant. So I immediately went in and brushed my teeth, and it improved a little bit. So when you do these extended fasts, you're going to have some BO. She also asked me if I farted recently, and I farted like an hour ago, but she asked me if I just did it recently, which meant, you know, that she smelled something. So I, you know, immediately, in the interest of science, I went and looked to see if I sharted. Yeah, I didn't. It's all good. You know. So 65 hours and counting, getting closer to that the first real hardcore milestone. Well, 48 hours was my first milestone. The next milestone is 72 hours, which in future extended fasts may be my target goal. And then if I feel good, maybe throw the extra 12 on top. I'm thinking I'm going to be able to throw the extra 12. If I feel like I feel right now at the 72-hour mark, I'll probably go in for the home stretch for the extra 12 hours. But I'm doing it just because you guys are putting so much fucking pressure on me watching my YouTube channel that I feel I would disappoint you if I managed to fuck up and not make it to the 84 hours I promised you. So I'm doing that. Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to show you how fat I still am. So, or how skinny I still am, so that you can tell if I'm a emaciated fucking starved, you know, motherfucker, or if I'm just losing some fat today. So let's take a look. Let me prop this motherfucking phone on something here, so you can motherfucking see. Let's see here. I gotta find something to lean this shit on my. Fat rolls. But this is what I'm working with so far. You know, definitely skinnier than I used to be. I do have some muscle still. It's not gone anywhere. It's about maybe a little smaller than it used to be, but this is about the same thing. I haven't noticed any significant drops in strength. So, and this is without any gym. I haven't pumped. I'm not all pumped up. You know, I'm glycogen depleted, so my muscles are all smaller right now, which happens when you deplete your glycogen because you lose your water weight that's in your muscles. So that's most of what your muscle loss tends to be. So, yeah, this is me. Enjoy. Have fun beating off to this. Anyways, that's where I'm at right now. And we'll continue this journey to 84 hours. I am ready to eat, though. I am so fucking ready to eat. And, you know, I gotta make sure I don't go hog wild. You know, I'm also following this up with, you know, what I eat after and how my body regains water weight and all of that. I'm gonna give you all the big fucking experiment so you can decide if extended fasting is for you. I'm here to tell you it's something to use every once in a while. It's not something to do all the time. Definitely not. You know, if you're going to do a hardcore cleansing, do the 30 days. If you knock out the 30 days, if you had the body fat. But if you're just looking for a little house cleaning every now and then, I'd say 72 to 84 is a good range. Any more than that, and I don't know, like I said before, your body will probably say fuck and be like, I'm losing too much weight too quickly, I'm gonna die, and it might go into some kind of survival mode. You never know. We'll see. That's what this is, experiment. You know, for all I know, my body might be like, fuck you, and put on 50 pounds after this, and I'll be back to square one. Who knows? Anyways, shit, time to go not eat. 69, oh yeah, hours fasted ish, 10 minutes, but who's counting? Well, I went out to Walmart and Dick's Sporting Goods, and I noticed as I progressed walking around that my energy level began to dip. A little bit of dizziness in there a couple times, but not too much of that. And my hunger level shot up, both physically and mentally. Probably didn't help that I went to Dunkin' Donuts to get a motherfucking black coffee in an attempt to subvert my hunger. But I think I'm not going to make it to 84. I know I said I'm geared up, but I'm sorry. I can't make it to 84. I'm going to make it to 72 and call it a nice 3-day fast. But yeah, I'm done. I think once I get to 72, I'm going to eat, and I will try and document that a little bit and show you what I'm eating at the very least. And then tomorrow I'll talk about the effect on whatever I ate, because it's going to be fucked up. It's going to be some mac and cheese. It's probably going to be some cookies if they're not stale. And I don't know, I might even top it off with some Pop-Tarts and a bowl of cereal. I mean, I'm talking, it's going to be a feast of junk. But it's still a feast. And we'll see if that's going to send me over the rail digestion-wise, because I'm curious about that. I want to know, do I have to eat like a fucking gerbil when I come off a fast? Or can I eat the things I want when I come off of a 3-day fast? Because like I said, 72 hours is about the max you want to go for if you're worried about muscle deal or atrophy and all of that shit. I'm not as worried about that, so I was willing to go longer just to burn some more fat. But, you know, I think even when this hunger wave passes, my craving levels are pretty high. And they got high, you know, they got pretty high about an hour ago. And to where, like, I'm noticing restaurants as we drive by, and I'm like, oh motherfucking TGI Fridays. Oh my God. And I might have touched myself a little for that, but alright, that's enough creepiness. Anyways, continuing to 72 hours, and then 72 hours I'm done, which is roughly 9 p.m. 190 pounds, 0.9. I'm about 45 minutes out from 72 hours of fasting. And having weighed in and lost such a large amount of weight in such a short period of time, I've decided, along with the fact that I'm really wanting a motherfucking Pop-Tart right now, to not pursue the 84-hour goal. Although I'm sure at the rate I've been losing weight, if I were to continue to 84 hours, that I probably would hit 189 or 188 pounds. And it's freaky. I mean, I gotta admit, I expected to lose the water weight, but I just didn't think there would be this much of it. I can't call it fat loss yet, because when I eat and I reconsume more water, inevitably I'm going to increase my body weight probably by 5 or 6 pounds, maybe even 7 or 8 pounds, given the amount I lost. So I guess the real gauge of my fucking progress will be how many pounds I am when I hit my baseline again. However, for the next couple 3-4 weeks, or however long it takes to hit my goal weight, I'm going to try a new protocol. Well, not a new protocol, but one that worked for me before, modified slightly. And what I'm going to do is Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be 36-hour fasts. And I'm going to do that. And then the rest of the days are going to be 16 to 20-hour fasts, depending on my schedule, how I feel, what I want to do. But with a semi-normal eating routine, I'm going to try not to go crazy on those days. And, you know, Fridays and Saturdays, I'm still going to let loose a little bit. And, you know, especially if my weight's looking good and everything. But if I see my weight going jacking way to fuck up, I'm going to add Sunday as a 36-hour fast. So it would be Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday will be 36-hour fast days, in the event that not only that I start regaining all the weight. Because the whole object of doing this extended fast was to break the plateau. And I feel I've pretty much done that at 190.9. Didn't expect to get that low. To be honest with you, I thought maybe I'd get down to 193 and then that would be it. But today, things have definitely, when you're in this level of ketosis, you're clearly going to burn through your fat like it's your job, especially if you do any kind of activity. Now, I can tell you, if you're doing this extended fast, take it easy. After the first 48 hours, take it easy, because your body hasn't adjusted to ketosis. You haven't become keto adapted in this short period of time. So if you overexert yourself physically, you're going to straight up have some fucking issues. So anyways, the final verdict. This is what I'm looking like right now at the end of 72 hours of fasting. You see a little upper ab action, but I got a lot of loose skin action, which comes with any severe weight loss. Arms are a little thin, you know. There's muscle in there still. I didn't lose much, but it's all glycogen depleted, so it's not going to be as big as it normally would be anyway. So now I can just rebuild my glycogen stores. Which, oh, by the way, if you remember from long ago in my fasting, when you break your fast, the first thing your body's going to do with all them fucking carbs or whatever the fuck you're eating is refill your glycogen stores. Which means, aka, it's not going in your fat ass. It's going in your muscles. It's going in your liver. So, but it depends on how hog wild you get. But generally, your body holds 2,000 calories of glycogen. So, pretty much the first 2,000 calories I eat are not a big deal. Anything more than that probably is a big deal. But, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'd say overall, while I didn't meet my 84-hour fucking goal, I'm definitely... I've broke my plateau. That's what my main goal was. And I know y'all say the weight's just a number, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like I've made my progress that I wanted to make. I've accomplished the mission. I am gonna probably do this again at some point. Only 72 hours. I don't think I ever want to venture beyond 72 hours because, to be honest, this sucked. Okay? Plus my breath smelled like death. And, yeah, this is not fun. This is probably the least fun fasting routine I've ever done. And if you're going to ever try this, I would say block out some time to where you're not doing anything, you know, as in you can sit on your ass. Because if you're out there exercising, I'm telling you, you're going to bonk. You're going to fucking get close to, you start getting dizzy. Now, you can walk around, you can go to stores and stuff and function, but it's going to be like you're sick. You know, it's going to be like you're not at 100%. Unless you stick to a ketogenic diet and become keto adapted, that chapter remains unwritten in my little personal fucking experiments. But if you eat junk and shit like I do all the time and you do this fast, take it easy. That's my advice. Take it or fucking leave it. Some of you think I'm insane for doing this length of fast, but I do not regret it. I will do it again at some point. Not regularly, you know, maybe every month or two, depending on the weight loss goals. If I hit my goal doing a couple 36s a week, then I don't need to do this again for a long time, unless I have other health concerns which I want to recover from. But we'll get into the healing aspect in another video. So remember, I'm not a motherfucking expert. I'm just a fucking asshole. Goodbye. Oh my fucking God. Oh, 72 fucking hours.
Wait!
Fuck you!
I'm just kidding, go ahead.
Oh man.
How's it taste?
Oh, it tastes like I'm getting sex. Oh man. It tastes fucking awesome. It's like they put crack in here. Oh, Jesus. Let me get this straight. Y'all motherfuckers want me to eat fucking vegetables and shit when I break my fast and soup? Oh, fuck that. This is the light at the end of the motherfucking tunnel. I'm all dripping it on myself and shit. Oh, man. I'm literally getting fucking tingles in my arm eating this. It's like my body's going, holy shit, I thought we were gonna die. But now there's Pop-Tarts, so we're not gonna die. We're gonna live. Oh man. Please, like and subscribe. Next video, I'll do an update on my post-fast, you know. How much of my fat ass I put back in when I eat this shit. Because I don't think anyone's ever done that. You know, I've seen plenty of fasting videos. Hold on a sec. I've seen plenty of fucking fasting videos that end with some dude eating a watermelon or something. I've never seen a fasting video end with somebody eating a Pop-Tart, so I'm pretty sure I'm breaking new ground.
You don't get sick.
Well, if I do, I'll report it, so everyone will know not to do this. So I'm taking it for you, all of you out there fasting. I'm taking one for the team right now. I'm here to save you the pain and suffering of stomach cramps or throwing up or whatever could possibly happen by breaking a long fast which is essentially a piece of cardboard with chemicals and gluten in it. You know, a whole lot of sugar. 400 calories of pure fucking bliss. This is quite possibly the best fucking Pop-Tart I've ever eaten.
Have a nice fucking day. Oh man, I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of this.